everybody, it's Kevin with Inspiring How You See That, and we have Brian.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So we're going to be talking about another artist spotlight, and this one's pretty, every one of them are really exciting, and we always get excited to talk about them because they're some of the bands that we love, that you love, and we put it out there for you guys. And that today's band's actually Fire from the Gods.
Yep.
And awesome band. AJ, quite the performer.
Oh, yeah.
Jumped out in the audience many times when we've been out to shows, and we've been right there. And luckily, some of the other people got kicked in the head, but we were good.
Yep.
But no, it was great. He loves. All the band members, they love what they do, and it is so fun. We've saw them live many times, and we're looking forward to 2021 and seeing some live performances. So. You wanted to talk about them a little bit additionally, and then I'll talk a little bit about them and kind of go into that. So we'll share all this information with you guys. I'm sure many of you have heard of Fire from the Gods. If you have not, as always, we'll put all the links in there. Yep. They're from Texas, which I love Texas. We've been down there many, many times too as well. It's nice and warm down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. And like Kevin said, we'll go ahead and we'll put all the links on how to follow them. And as you said, they're actually from Austin, Texas. They are a heavy metal band. We actually saw them a few times. The latest time, they were opening up for Five Finger Death Punch, and Bad Wolves was there as well. So that was a phenomenal show. Mm-hmm. Like Kevin said, we were up front, right near the stage, and when AJ jumped in, I think he was from you to me away by the time he landed.
Yeah, his cell phone fell behind me, so we had to
come back out and get it.
Yeah, one of the guys had to picked up his phone and noticed it was on the ground, so luckily it didn't get stepped on.
Yep. But yeah, they have one heck of a show. They bring the energy. Like Kevin said, AJ is the lead singer. We also have Jameson and Drew are the guitarists. Bonner is the bassist, and Richard is the drummer. And so these guys have been around for a few years. To this point, they've released 2 full-length albums. And they're actually signed to 11-7 Records. And that's the one that's owned by Zoltan from Five Finger Death Punch. So it's pretty cool to see, how he's kind of taken some of these other artists under his wings and really helped them to success. Mm-hmm. And one of the top ones, of course, is Fire from the Gods. Their sound is amazing, and it's not all the same. They're metal, but then they have some that are slower and melodic. And AJ has a wonderful voice. Mm-hmm. Even a couple of the songs, he almost has like a reggae sound to it.
Well, I did. Yeah, Gavin and I have talked about a lot of reggae stuff because I love reggae music, and I love going to Jamaica too as well. But that's another music genre. But what's really cool about AJ is I get into rap too as well. Some of the rap style and. Some of his music he gets into maybe a little bit of the metal rap.
Yeah, kind of like a Linkin Park style.
Yeah, and that's really cool. And it just the mixture and the differences of each song is great.
Yeah, it's not the gangster rap. It's it's like you said, it's a mix of metal and rap. And even I, who am not a fan of rap, I like how they do it. Because AJ does it in a very clean way. Mm-hmm. You can understand what's going on, and I love it. Some of the songs that they've done. Right Now is a great song, and actually, that song to me has a very Bad Wolves sound to it. Mm-hmm. So, I can see some similarities there. Excuse Me and Transmission's a great song. Mm-hmm. That's one of my favorite ones by them. Break the Cycle, Evolve. They have so many amazing songs that they've come out with. And I believe they're working on their 3rd album now, which is exciting to hear what's going to be coming out from them. See where AJ takes that. And one of the things that I like is they're not afraid in their songs and videos to tackle some heavy subjects without getting overly political. So it's not in your face from a politics standpoint, but there are some things that they're very passionate about that come through in their music, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and that's something that any music style that we enjoy as an art form and what they do, and I've watched these guys play on festivals that were very few people there. Yep. And put on a performance like there was millions of people there, because you can tell that they love what they do, and that's very it's very important. Yep. And you can tell that when somebody loves doing what they do, you can see it in all the members and everything, and it's exciting to go watch a band like that, and especially too when you go see somebody live and they sound better than, I'm not saying that they're your record, your CDs or whatever, or whatever we download on, from Spotify, whatever it may be, iTunes. But when it's live, it's so much. It's awesome.
I'm glad you brought up that point because I became a fan of Fire from the Gods because of seeing them live. Mm-hmm. I had heard a couple of their songs and I liked it, but it was like, oh, okay. I didn't really pay much attention until we saw them live. I'm like, oh, these guys are amazing. Mm-hmm. And so I agree with you. I think to me, that's kind of the differentiation from a very good band to an outstanding band, is when you see them live and you're like, wow, either you become a fan or you become a bigger fan than you were before. Mm-hmm. And that definitely happened with Fire from the Gods. I mean, we actually, because we got to go the VIP for the show with Five Finger Death Punch. My mind just went blank. Let me start back.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So we actually got to go VIP with Five Finger Death Punch for that latest show. And we got to, I don't know if you remember when we were walking on the stage and we met AJ. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even realize it was him at first.
Say, if I can remember. How can you forget that? I mean, it was cool. As soon as he was up there just setting up stuff, setting up the mics, and he's like, hey guys, what's up?
Very down there. I mean, you wouldn't think he was the lead singer of a big band.
Yeah, I knew, who he was, and, of course, and I was excited to, it's always excited to go up and meet, and learn a little bit more about these artists. And that's why we do what we do. Because,
exactly.
And it was kind of cool to talk to him for a little bit. And, of course, they were busy. We didn't want to take much time. But we, said, hey, what's going on, and talked a little bit and talked about some of the things he was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so absolutely make sure you check out Fire from the Gods. If you like Kevin had mentioned, a kind of metal rap, like a Linkin Park style. But then also, I would say they're a little bit heavier. And also bring in elements of Bad Wolves and elements of Five Finger Death Punch. So if you like that kind of metal, you're going to love Fire from the Gods. So you owe it to yourself to check them out.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Go check them out. We'll have all the links in there, some of their new stuff. And as Brian said, we can't look, we're excited to see
absolutely
what's going to come out and, what new music they're going to produce and the videos.
Absolutely.
Videos, I always enjoy the videos, and hopefully they'll do some of the cinematic kind of videos.
Yeah, that would be cool. So we'll wait to see that, and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you can always keep up with what we're doing. And as always, we love when you guys stop by. We thank you so much. God bless, and rock on.
See you next time.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Pause the time for me while I get in my feelings. I'ma put it on the table, just listen. Life for me.